Attendance log supplemental. Captain Kirk has granted me shore leave, and I decided to spend that time at Geeks Along the River back on Earth in Monroe, Louisiana. While I'm here, I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, reveal the books I bought this week, and, if I screw up, a blooper reel.
On the mouse.
You just heard my narrator voice. Start the show. Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. And no, you are not seeing things. I'm not wearing a Comic Hero tee on this episode. And that's because I decided to delve into the mystical realm of cosplay. You know, I think I needed a break from wearing the shirts anyway. And as you can see, I'm wearing a Star Trek theme, a Star Trek shirt that I made. I decided to go with blue for two reasons. One, I couldn't find a gold one my size, and two, there's no way in the world that I'm going to wear a red shirt and then get mutilated with a whole bunch of red shirt death jokes. But anyway, this is going to be a regular episode. I may try to interview some folks. I don't know yet. But anyway, let's kick things off like we always do. Give away a free t-shirt. Alright, last week's episode, I asked, what is She-Hulk's real name? Well, the correct answer is Jennifer Walters. And 8 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their names have been entered in a drawing for a free tee, and that drawing takes place right now. So, the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is... some schmuck that's standing right in front of me. Anthony Benoit from Downsville, Louisiana. So congratulations, Anthony. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right. Here's the...
Yes! Sweet victory!
Anthony Benoit, everyone. All right, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Supergirl question. True or false? Power Girl is Supergirl from a parallel DC universe. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee in next week's episode of the show. Now, James Gunter, the co-owner of Southern Realms Comics and Games, has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one is a lot of fighting, a lot of blood spilling, and a lot of other things that I can't say on this show because this is a family show, and I gotta be careful with what I say. Representing DC, we have Conan the Barbarian. And also representing DC, we have Warlord. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call... The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Conan the Barbarian versus Warlord. I want to make a correction. Conan the Barbarian is a Marvel character, and Warlord is a DC character. Conan the Barbarian possesses agility, berserker strength, healing, intellect, leadership, marksmanship, omnilingualism, stamina, stealth, super strength, swordsmanship, tracking, unarmed combat skills, and is a weapons master. Warlord possesses equestrianism, is an expert with firearms, hand-to-hand combat, leadership, survival training, swimming, swordsmanship, tactical analysis, and tracking. Who will win? This fight would take an unbelievable twist, but I'll get to that in a minute. Conan has the upper hand in this fight because of his strength, so Warlord would have to rely on both brains and brawn. The two would start out with weapons. The two would use their entire arsenals, and then we finally see some hand-to-hand combat action. Even though Warlord is brilliant at this, he's no match for Conan. Conan would beat Warlord within an inch of his life, but as Conan delivers the final blow to Warlord, the latter spontaneously combusts into flames, with Conan catching fire in the process. While Conan is desperately putting out the flames, a mysterious figure shoots an arrow with a poisonous quiver at Conan's head, killing him instantly. The mysterious figure happens to be Warlord. You see, he studied up on Conan and knew that he couldn't win the fight. He relied on his tactical analysis skills and created an LMD, or a life model decoy of himself to take on Conan. If you go by a name by Warlord, then you better be sure to back it up. Warlord wins, and that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed that fight. If you have fight requests for future episodes, contact info is down there. Alright, it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, I'm going to talk about two things in Comically Speaking, and the first thing is Justice League. It just came out in theaters yesterday. Now, I've heard both good things and bad things about the movie, but y'all know me. I don't care. I want to see it for myself. I mean, I'm not saying I don't give a rip about what anyone says about stuff, you know, but at the same time, I want to see for myself. Now, all the members of the Justice League they're going to be using primarily in the movie are Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. And the villain is going to be a classic DC character called Steppenwolf. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be great. All right, and then the other thing. Congratulations to my friends Brad Fowler and Lisa Moore, the Brains Trust and founders of Last Timber Press in Tyler, Texas. They had a Kickstarter fundraiser over for the last few weeks, and they finally got their goal. Now, Last Timber Press, their main book is a book called The Last Timber, which stars a teenager who can use fire as an arson, but in a different way than you think. Now, and also, ShreveCon is next month. Speaking of Last Timber Press, and Brant, Lisa, if you're watching this, I'm coming. And as promised, that like I promised y'all at Louisiana Comic-Con, I'm going to interview y'all. So be ready. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now then, let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I gotta get to bed because I have to be at work at 6 in the morning. You know, early in bed, early to rise. That really holds true for me. But I went right before I got off work a few hours ago. I went to Books A Million in Monroe, and I ended up finding about 5 books. And all of them were books that I needed to get caught up on in terms of both buying and reading them. I'm not going to give a brief description of any of these books, as after all, you have a show to watch. All right, first up is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man #5. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man #6. And you know, the whole thing with Marvel Legacy, it's they're returning certain books to their original numbering, and Peter Parker The Spectacular Spider-Man is one of them. Peter Parker The Spectacular Spider-Man #297. And speaking of which, Guardians of the Galaxy did the same thing and have Guardians of the Galaxy #146. And finally, Guardians of the Galaxy #147. Alright, that's 5, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 8,306. Alright, now there are quite a few books, so I'm not going to give a brief description on them, I'm just going to let you know what they are. Alright, first up is X-Men Blue #15. The Amazing Spider-Man #791. Justice League number 33. Superman number 35. Green Lanterns number 35. Batman the Dawnbreaker. Uncanny Avengers number 29. The Incredible Hulk number 710. And finally, Spider-Man 2 number 4. Alright. That's 8 I bought, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 8,314. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. True or false? Power Girl is Supergirl from a parallel DC universe. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee in next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Anthony Benoit, who won a free tee in this week's episode. Alright, it's birthday time here on the Comic Hero Show, and happy birthday to Elaine Gilbert, Khadijah Merritt, Denise Craig, Paul McGee, Bo Becton, Freeman Palmer, Katie Larson, Brandon Wells, Jennifer Latimer, Brandon Craven, James Byron Rupel, Melissa Blunt, DeMarcus Sumlin, Brent LeBlanc, Craig DeLon, Rachel Watkins, Kendra Walker, and Candace Preston. Oh, and and also congratulations to Hayesville High School girls basketball coach Connie Robinson-Tell. She was just today, she was inducted into the Texas Tech Sports Hall of Fame. She was part of that team that won a national championship back in 1993, and she's one of our very own. So congratulations, Connie. Guns up, and a free Comic Hero tee is coming your way. All right, I had a little fun here at Geeks on the second annual Geeks Along the River. By the way, this just got started last year, and there's still quite a few people following in. I mean, we've this has been open for about an hour already today. It'll be open till 4. Of course, while you're watching this, it's already happened. But if you got, but I just hope you weren't one of those list of people that decided to come and it rained on you. But after watching this, I have 10 episodes until the milestone 200th episode. Of course, this is episode 190. And I'm really looking forward to that. I always look forward to doing every episode. But yeah. Oh, and next week I promise I will wear a Comic Hero tee. I just decided to dress up in cosplay. I mean, I see so many awesome people dress up in cosplay so far, and I personally know actual cosplay models, and that's Hayden Hazard, Shelby Marie, Alyssa Lorena, just to name a few. All right, well, I'm Victor Nunley. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 191 back in Southern Realms Comics and Games. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and live long and prosper. Lieutenant Nunley and Enterprise. Want to beam up. Energize. Hey y'all, hope y'all enjoyed episode 190 over at Geeks Along the River. I have to admit, it was a little rushed. It may not seem that way, but it was. And the reason for that was because I had to hurry up and go to choir rehearsal over at Lane Chapel. You see, being a church pianist has been my second job for most of my life, for a little over 19 years. I've been at Lane Chapel since I was 16 years old, and I knew that I had to hurry up, and I had to do it. I had to hurry up, do the show, and then I had to drive all the way out to Homer for choir rehearsal. Had a great choir rehearsal. Want to thank everyone that came. But right after I left choir rehearsal, I went to the Shreveport-Bossier City area. I went to 2nd and Charles in Bossier City, Excalibur Comics in Shreveport. And then just an hour ago, I went, right after I got back into town, I went to Books A Million in Monroe. There were a lot of holes that I needed to fill, folks. There were a lot of holes I needed to fill, and there were also some books I needed to catch up on. And they're all right here. There's about 17 of them, and I'm not going to give a brief description of them. I'm just going to let you know what they are. All right, first up is Wonder Woman number 32. Batman number 32. Batman number 33. Cyborg number 14. Cyborg number 15. Hulk number 4. Hulk number 5. Number 6, rather. She-Hulk number 159. Now, this is previously Hulk. It changed. Marvel changed the name back to. We changed the name to the book to She-Hulk, and it went back to its original numbering. Part of the whole Marvel Legacy thing. Secret Warriors number 5. Teen Titans number 10. X-Men Blue number 10. Invincible Iron Man number 593. The Mighty Thor number 701. Uncanny Avengers number 25. Excuse me. Spider-Man Deadpool number 21. Change the name to this one. Spider-Man vs. Deadpool number 23. I don't know if that's a temporary thing or not. And finally, Falcon number 2. Alright, that's 17, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 8,332. Alright, well, I didn't really get a chance to say this when I was at Geek Salon River yesterday. I want to wish y'all happy Thanksgiving as y'all watching this. It is the day before Thanksgiving. Well, probably. Maybe the day before Thanksgiving, maybe 2 days. It all depends on what my work schedule is going to be starting tomorrow. If you're watching this on Wednesday, which is the day before Thanksgiving, hope y'all enjoy. But if you're watching this and it's Thanksgiving and you have family over, please stop watching. Wait till they go home, or wait till you go home, and then watch. You see, Thanksgiving is about family. And, you know, it's about family. It's about being thankful for it's about being thankful for a lot of stuff. It's about food. Spend time with your family, because I don't care who you are. I don't care what your situation might be. You can't replace family. And, you know, we all have some, and then we all have something to be thankful for. I'm thankful for living. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for living in my own place. I'm thankful for playing the piano. I'm thankful for playing trumpet. I'm thankful for being at the same church playing the piano for over 19 years. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for allowing. I'm thankful for the opportunity to bring y'all this thing that I want to get y'all through called the Comic Hero Show every week. And and I'm going to say this, and I don't care because this is me. I'm thankful that Jesus got on that cross and allowed his life to be taken so that we may have life and have it more abundantly. And I'm thankful for God for letting him do it, because he didn't have to do it. We could have all lived in sin every day of our lives. That's just one thing that I'm real thankful for. Well, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. I already said be safe, be blessed, be a hero. So I'm not going to say it now. I am going to say happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see y'all for episode number 191 over at Southern Realms Comics and Games. So for right now, enjoy the blooper reel. See ya! Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Now, as you can see, I'm not wearing a Comic Hero tee in this episode. I decided to delve into the mystical realm of cosplay. And this is a Star Trek a uniform that I made for myself. And of course, I wanted to go with a blue. I wanted to go with the blue shirt because, one, I couldn't find a gold shirt my size, and then two, don't even get me started. I'm not even gonna.
If you ever get annoyed with us, just tell us. We'll stop.
No, never. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that fight. And if you have fights for future.
Come on, buddy. Food is right over there. You gotta go get food.
All right, there are going to be two things we're going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking. The first is Justice League. It just came out in theaters yesterday. I have yet to see it. I've heard a combination of both good and bad things about it. But one thing about me, and the camera just went blurry. Okay, there are going to be two things we're going to talk about in a Comically Speaking segment. And the first is Justice League. It just came out in theaters yesterday. And I've heard a combination. I've heard both good and bad thing. Hey everyone! I hope you enjoyed that great episode of the Comic Hero Show. But it was a little rushed. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed episode number 190 over at Geeks Along the River.